Well, we still have a bit of trouble. Let me just bring you up to date with a little bit more news while we cure that bit of trouble between Everton and West Ham.
And the teams are, as they were at the start in every sense, playing the same way as they did at the beginning of the match, and with still a blank score sheet. David Cross. Alan Devonshire, whose run almost brought a sensational end. The most likely player to bring decision. Stewart and Eastoe. Again, that so important look up. Devonshire. Pearson, Devonshire, he's in the gap! Can he put it in? He can! Oh, that's a brilliant goal! That is a marvellous goal! What I said, he looked the most likely. Really was a lovely goal. Billy Wright tried, in fact, to bring him down and didn't succeed. Got the return and went through the scything attempt, managed to recover his balance and to slot it in as Ratcliffe came across. The referee having to delay proceedings as a spectator is taken off, and he might have to delay it further while Everton make a substitution. Andy King is the player who's coming off. The new player is Imre Berardi, who last played for the first team on Boxing Day. Bailey. Brooking. Just too long for Devonshire. Heard I'm forever blowing bubbles for a few moments. It surely won't be long delayed. Blanchford, Berardi, Lampard, who got it away, but up comes Wright. 7 minutes left. Plenty of Everton players forward. Oh, that's done it superbly by Lampard. Post, and Bob Latchford goes to the faithful. The substitutes as Gary Maxon, the ginger hair we saw, Joe McBride leaping in the air, Andy King had been substituted, and Bob Latchford has tied it up again at one apiece. It really was stumped across by Billy Wright and spectacularly turned in by Bob Latchford. 3 minutes left. 1-1 the score, as it was on Saturday. Handball by Ross. And the linesman spotted it. It was blindside of the referee. And the cry of you only sing when you're winning, which is rather strange, as neither side is. Brooking. That's a good run, a good swivel of the hips, took Hartford out of the way. Headed out by Billy Wright. Pike. Brooking. Cross. And oh, it's gone in by Lampard! Frank Lampard has scored for West Ham! Puts West Ham back in front. Arguably a most unlikely goal scorer, but the hero of the moment. And this is how it happened again. Rooking was involved. The left-footed cross, nodded by Cross, and then wide of a despairing goalkeeper by Lampard. "75 seconds left for Everton to save themselves again." Here's Berardi. How this extra period has swung first one way and then the other. Here's David Cross. Devonshire still full of running, it would seem. And all he really has to do is to hold it there. Here's Wright. Rooking. The referee's had another long, hard look at the watch. Rooking in a battle with Eastoe. Away by Stewart. Cross. Stewart. Too long, but it doesn't matter. Hodge desperately trying to save having to take the goal kick. Both linesmen have signalled to the referee. One last hope here for Everton. Rightly banged down the field. On by Latchford. Here is Eastoe. Berardi is up. Mick Lyons is up. Latchford is up. And Stewart gets it away. Referee running with his watch out in his hand. Ratcliffe. Stewart away again. To Pike. Everton subs off the bench to help. And that is it! West Ham are through to Wembley again. David Cross with his arms aloft. Jeff Pike as well. John Lyle turns quietly away, as is his wont, as the players go to their supporters.
Well, at least we now know one of the teams at Wembley. I hope that little interruption didn't spoil our enjoyment. We can meet now the two men whose goals put West Ham through, Alan Devonshire and Frank Lampard. Here they are now talking with Barry Davies.
Well, it's a bit of a cliche question, but I think it's the right one. How does it feel, Frank?
Well, we've been here before at Wembley. It was fantastic, but I think this time, beats it. Being a second division side and coming all this way and getting to the final. It's an unbelievable feeling, yeah.
For you, Alan, something new?
Yeah, it's a dream come true, I just can't believe it. It's just magic.
You, in fact, had a super game, if I may say so.
Well, I enjoyed it, I think all the lads played great, and so it was pity that someone had to lose, really, because both teams wanted to win so bad. And so little Frankie got the old goal.
But so often, Frank, semi-finals are lost because of somebody's mistake. Here we had 3 goals, which was as good as anybody could possibly have wished for in a semi-final.
Yeah, I think that's the standard of the game, really. It's such a nice standard that they had to be good goals, I think, because it was such, the game, both the games were so tight and no one gave anything away. And I think they had to be good goals to score.
Alan, let's take yours first. It was a super goal. Really marvellous goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't really remember a lot about it, I just remember picking the ball up and I played a 1-2 with Stuart Pearson. And the keeper, and I think the centre-half come across, and just slid between them. And it was great.
Yes, in fact, he came across, I think, just hurling himself at you. It was Billy Wright, in fact.
Was it? Yeah. Yeah, I just not seeing. Huh?
Could you?
No, well, I'll see it going though, won't it?
Be honest, when it got to 1-1, did you think that was another replay?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. As I say, so tight the game. And as I say, I thought the first one was enough. As I say, they've done great to get back. As I say, it's funny game football, and a couple of minutes from the end, and it's there.
So it's a funny game, and I apologise for this, Frank. I described you as an unlikely goal scorer.
Yeah, it's the first I've scored this year, and I think it came at a good time,
That must be the understatement of the season.
I don't know what I was doing up there, but I'll settle for it anyway.
Well, congratulations. Who do you want to meet, Arsenal or Liverpool?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Right, well, we're there. That's the main thing. We enjoy it when we're there.
Well, we enjoyed it tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right then, let's hear what Jimmy Hill has to think about that one.
Well, I found it a most enjoyable game, and I think that even Everton supporters, who I've always found to be very fair-minded, would agree that at the end of the day, West Ham deserved to win it. There's no question about it that Everton had the game early on for the first half an hour. West Ham soaked up the pressure gradually and got their fluent game going, and that Les Devonshire, who was nearly lost at the game, actually, he came out of non-league football back into the game, having been rejected, really looks a prospect, not only for West Ham, but for England. And to see Frank Lampard, wonderful servant to West Ham, scoring that winning goal, I think really would bring joy to anybody with a sort of football soul, whichever team that they support. From this throw-in, Trevor Brookings, the man who puts the cross there. It's nodded back, and he just gently guides it inside that post. Cornice.
On last night's FA Cup semi-final replays, Arsenal and Liverpool must meet for a third time, as you probably know, but at Elland Road, West Ham beat Everton to reach the final.
Mike Morris reports on a night of celebration for the East End.
The voices may be a bit hoarse, but these West Ham fans have plenty to shout about. And today I spoke to the man who could lead their chorus at Wembley, West Ham manager John Lyle. 5 years ago you led out the team to the cup final at Wembley. Can you really believe it's happening again?
Well, I suppose it hasn't really sunk in, but naturally I'm proud and delighted to have been part of last night. And the first time, most people say, is the best, but I don't know, it'll be a great pleasure to go there again, and twice in 5 years, obviously, is great credit to the players and the staff at the club, and of course, most of all, we're delighted for the fans.
1-1 at extra time. What on earth goes through a manager's mind at those times?
Well, I think it was quoted in the papers that they'd never heard a crowd give it the players such a great ovation. And in all honesty, it was difficult to talk to them. I had to get them in a little huddle, and I just said, keep playing and try not to get emotional about it and keep doing the things you've been doing, because in the end you'll get the goal that matters. Unfortunately, we did.
Did you feel deep in your heart that you would in fact win at extra time?
I felt we'd taken the initiative away from them. For the first half hour of the game, they dominated us, and then gradually we kept playing our football and gradually wore them down. And in all honesty, I felt that if anyone was going to win, it was going to be us.
Could you believe it when Frank Lampard scored the winning goal?
No, it was incredible, really, because it's probably he found himself in a situation that one wouldn't expect a full-back to be in, but I think they call that total football now, so I was quite delighted with it.
You went to the match last night?
Oh yeah, I did, yeah.
You got any voice left?
Not much alone. Cheering them on really good.
What did you do when Lampard scored the goal then?
When man went up in the air.
I can't believe it.
It was on his shoulders. I ain't been home yet.
Tonight we ask, is the Olympic flame about to be burnt out forever? Good evening. The concern surrounding the future of the Olympics grows by the minute, and we'll be looking at that. Place tonight must go to a certain football team from East London. West Ham United, the FA Cup finalists, bound for Wembley after their sensational triumph over Everton on Wednesday. It was the kind of night that dreams are made of, a second division side against first division opposition, a marathon cup tie, and in the end, a real turn-up for the book. The first goal didn't come until the 4th minute of extra time, and it was Alan Devonshire displaying the kind of form that now has many people pressing his claims for a place in the England squad. Remarkable balance there, and a really brilliant individualist effort. But 7 minutes from time, the equaliser, and ironically scored by a man no longer in England's plans. Everton pressing forward yet again, the ball goes out to Billy Wright. He latches onto this, sees Bob Latchford is unmarked by the near post, and as so often, Latchford makes no mistake. 1-1 and everything to play for. But 2 minutes from the end, West Ham's dream comes true. Trevor Brooking on the right. The ball headed on to Frank Lampard, and his header rests comfortably in the back of the net.